What's up guys, this is Void of Das Gaming, your channel for fresh Arena of Valor content. Today I've got Emily for you because I decided to do some beginner's guides and some hero spotlights and stuff like that, and therefore I need a lot of footage. And because Emily doesn't see too much playtime on this channel, I checked my recent video uploads. I thought it is the best opportunity to play her after I've got some IRE content on this channel lately. So let's start out with the build, and I can tell you I had a problem because most of the builds are actually around the jungle role, so you can just take this kind of build and switch out Leviathan against something else. We are taking Fenris Tooth after we completed the whole section, and this is going to be the build that we are going to play with. We basically focus on her abilities to deal the damage. We only have Spear of Longinus as the only damaging item before we are completing Fenris Tooth, and Fenris Tooth might just be a little bit too late. If you can finish the game in mid-game, you won't ever buy that item. To come up with more attack damage, I have decided to take my Marksman Warrior build. Therefore, we're going with 10 times Onslaught, we're going with 10 times Assassinate, and we're going with 10 times Skewer. Because we are going in and using our S2 as the main damage tool at the beginning of the game before we get into the ult state, I thought it might just be good to hit quite hard and not hit that often. So it was this kind of balancing thing going on in my head. And enchantment wise, we are going to continue with the stuff that we've started at the beginning of the video. This is Deadly Claw and Devil's Awakening to get more damage out. Then we're taking Devour for some regeneration aspects. I'm going with Enhanced Restore, and I'm going with the Gunslinger. And that this stuff actually works pretty well is going to be the main idea of this video. I hope you guys like it, and if you like the channel, please think about a subscription, and a like and a comment are always highly appreciated. But without further ado and continuous mumbling, let's start with some gameplay. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Emily. And yeah, to begin the video with, what I can tell you is that I do have some issues with the sound at the moment. I don't really know what's going on. Basically, I love Streamlabs for one single fact. You are not changing a thing. You restart the program and you don't have an audio file or audio stuff coming from the game, as it has been in the last 100 matches that you recorded with Streamlabs. That's the beauty of Streamlabs. I love it. And yeah, I checked out some bug fixing earlier on before I was recording that video, but after I watched some guides and I tried the stuff that they were advising us to, didn't work. So I decided, okay, we need a video for today, so we can't really pay attention to this stuff. So lovely flicker kill at the beginning of the game. I was just waiting to get level 2 before dealing with Omen. It was kind of like a close one. I wasn't too sure if I would have been able to get him, so I decided to try. Usually when I do things like that, I happen to be dead after trying it because I just miscalculate the damage output that I do have and the damage output the enemy has. So Lorian tries to poke here with his orb, but fortunately for us, it wasn't successful. So after the first kill of the game, my team has already gifted the enemy team with 2 kills in advance. No, not in advance, in return. Yes, that's the right one, in return. So Omen tries his very best. He is going to put everything into this one single fight, but combined forces with Zill and Emily are actually working out pretty nicely, and this is the time where you want to go home. So rocket start for me here on the solo lane with Emily, and Emily is one of the best brawlers in the game. I just think it's pretty sad that her ability number 2 doesn't work as ability number 2 works with Yeena. If you catch up someone in Yeena's combination strike where she is just throwing stuff all over the place, you can't get away from it, but in this case you can, and that's not that great. But yeah, if you keep that in mind, that the enemies can try to escape from your combo, you should start off with slowing them, and then you can deal damage to them, and then everything goes quite well. So I just realized that the Omen player is not the most experienced one, and you can see that very well in this kind of situation because he was ulting me. So but what he does is he pins you to one certain point in the arena, and then afterwards he is just putting some damage into you, and the only thing where you would ever want to use that is if you know that you can kill the enemy without retaliation. So I don't know what he was thinking. I had the gold lead, I had the kill lead, so you should think, okay, maybe if the character is a little bit better than the other one, so if you've got some S tier character against a rank B character, that might just work out fine. But in this case, it was a suicide mission, and he got what he deserved for this. So unfortunately, now I made a mistake. I was thinking about going back, and I saw that Murad was about to enter my zone. Fair enough, I'd say. Fair enough. I was completely fine with that because I had already done several casualty stuff when I was dealing with Omen so far. So Omen has been killed 3 times already, and I've got 3 kills in return. Here we go. So I think Omen is a really good duelist. AMILY is a really good duelist. I thought it would basically come to the point to see who is the better player and who's got the better character. So far, it seems that I've got the pole position in this kind of match. But let's see until the game is over, because of course the game is not over yet. And we're going to spend quite some time together. As you can see, the game is actually not too short in duration of time. So it took me quite a while and my team to get the win or get the loss. You are going to see what this is all about, because I don't know if you are a newer watcher or if you have subscribed for years to this channel, but I'm going to show losses as well. And there's going to be one which will be pretty painful to watch when I am about to play my little boy Omega. So again, this is the 4th kill, and he still hasn't. This is like, if a player hasn't learned a lesson, it is our Omen today, because I don't know what he was thinking. I killed him 3 times before, and now I'm able to kill him a 4th time. And the only thing what you need to do to prevent things like that to happen is you step a little bit closer to the tower, like, because the only thing that I can do against him is throw my little blade at him. It's not dealing too much of damage stuff. It is more some kind of utility tool. So I do get some life back. Yes, this is granted, but on the other hand, I'm not killing you with one single knife throw. So of course, what I want to do is I want to fight under tower if I see someone is bullying me all the time. What Omen does pretty decently here is he gets the tower in return that I got the tower. I was just jumping out here. I used ult that was a little bit miscalculated here. I thought that I would be able to make a play. It happens, and the good thing is your ult cooldown is actually pretty good. Like 30 seconds, that's really good for an ultimate as strong as Natalia's. Now, the problem was that I was about to throw the throw that guy out of the ring, so not too good. And unfortunately, Gildo and I are killed in the very attempt to make something useful here. We should have retreated. It was nonsense to fight against 2 enemies because we didn't know anything about the positioning of the other ones. I mean, information is key, and in this kind of case, we didn't have any information at all. Like, we were just fighting against some people, and of course, this is not going to be beneficial if the enemy can group and your team is not going to help. But then you should be a little bit wiser and decide if you are really going to fight this kind of fight. Well, here we go. Things like that do happen, and it's fine. It's fine. Unfortunately, I can't pay back the stuff that Murad has dealt to me earlier. but I think still the encounter was actually quite okay-ish. Okay, he's going to pull stuff into it. I mean, that's even better. Like, if you're fighting AMILY with Omen, you've got a leash or some kind of whip or whatever it should be, like this whip sword, where you can actually take someone and pull him towards you using your ability. It's so easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I mean, yes, this was a little bit lackluster, but we got him without any problem. So that tower is down. I don't really know if this match is actually going to teach him or her a lesson. I don't think it will, but then who am I to decide or to judge? Of course, I'm not learning stuff from my games either, and there we go. This is the time where you want to go back to your business. Guys, I'm sorry, I'm so tired right now. It happened before, but with a child, it's just complete madness right now. I can't sleep the whole day. I can sleep the whole day. Right now, I'm having the best time of my life on our sofa because she wakes up all the time if someone is a little bit loud. So I need to be super quiet, and we decided to put me in the living room on the sofa, so I'm not going to disturb anyone who is sleeping in the bedroom. Therefore, my life is a little bit. Oh my goodness, do I get him? Yes, no, eventually. Okay, you just pressed his S2. So right now, my game is, my life is dictated by living in another room than the rest of the family, at least when it is nighttime. So here we go. Okay, 22 versus 13. I think that's actually quite nice. We still have the lead. I think we're playing a better game. And here comes the Lorian. I mean, he's got no escape mechanism. So not a real escape mechanism. Oh my goodness, that was a gift. That was a birthday present for this Zill. He did a good job actually, so I can't blame him for anything he did so far. So that's always a good thing. A reliable jungler. That's really important. And I was like, okay, well, buddy, I'm going to get that, but I didn't. So it's Azenskar death. And I just found out that you can't use her S2 to travel through obstacles or walls or something like that. So it's not a good gap closer. It's actually just some kind of combo auto attack thing that you can apply to enemies. 25-15. I think I was doing good so far. I mean, it was not the best game in the world, but I think it was decent enough that we are going to actually win this if we continue playing it like we did before. 11 minutes played, and I just saw that there was stuff going on the bottom lane, and I wanted to save that tower. Gilder is already here, so not too much that I can do. Getting some stuff into, oh my goodness, he's just so dead. That poor guy. That, like, Omen's life wasn't the nicest in this game, as you can see. He really was bullied around all the time. We can't hit him. Like, we hit him once, and we can't hit him if he is in his survival state when he's pressing S2, but it was actually super nice that I was throwing that kind of thing towards Leville, because otherwise I believe that Gildu's shot would have just ended up hitting him. I mean, not for, I think when you hit him, it's not for damage, but it is for at least the effects of the stuff that you throw at Leville. So it might have turned out in the end to be fine, but I don't know. Is that correct? I think it was. I think if you hit Leville during his kind of S2 state, what's gonna happen is he doesn't receive damage, but what he receives is the effects from the stuff. So this is really bad. Like, I can't do anything against it. I ulted in to get some more to get some more durability, but in the end it didn't turn out. Didn't work. Didn't work. He got me here, which is actually fine. At least some success for that poor soul. So it's still 30 versus 17, and therefore it's actually quite torn towards our side, but you never know. Arena of Valor games are always pretty open until you have the final decision. So even if the game goes on pretty well, you never know if you're going to win it. Sometimes it's just like people do get into this AFK state, or it took too long, or someone is gone, and I don't know. A lot of things happened in the past, so I was hoping that we would go on the way we started the game, or we've played the game so far. So Murat is trying shenanigans, but it doesn't really work out as he planned it. We get another Omen. Super unfortunate. And we don't get another Murat. Well, there you go. You can't have them all. So we're not Ash catching. We're not trying to catch them all, and we won't get them all. So things are fine. I don't know what happened here. That was super strange. Like, Navila was standing on the other side of the wall, so I don't know why he actually entered the whole stuff. I don't know what this was all about. So actually, the Baldoom ult saved me from the worst. So I wasn't triggered full time from Murat's ultimate. So thanks for that. And now I'm using that minion to get some life back. As you can see, I have already finished my S1. So I've got 800 per shot, which is actually really, really nice. Every 6 seconds you get around 800 life. Not too shabby, I'd say. So of course I'm doing the shout caller, telling my team, look, here's an opportunity. Let's get in, let's get out, let's do things. And we are on the approach. I think the coordination wasn't the best one. Like, as you can see, what is Azankar doing there? He's got red buff. Did he just steal red buff? Oh my god, I didn't pay attention to it while I was playing the game. I was just like, okay, Azankar is hanging around in the jungle, but it seems as he just went in and got red buff. So we got the double kill. Yes, he stole red buff. Oh my goodness, what is this all about? I mean, yes, this is a casual match, so things like that, but things like that do happen in ranked matches as well. So Azankar just got some nice red buff here. Classic, I'd say. So we need to be careful here because Murat is actually on our heels. But yes, we saw, like, I was checking the map and I saw that Zill is going to get into tower range here. Tower ranger. That would be actually... Okay, I didn't think about that before. So here we go. That was a weird ult, by the way. Okay, so clear minions in Slayer lane. So if you can't make a pressure on a certain tower, what you can do is get minions into the tower, and what's gonna happen? You will just divide the risk for the enemies, but not 100% into 50 and 50%, but you will have 2 times 100. So this is the deal about it. If you can't succeed with a single lane push, go for the next lane push. So enemy went all in here. I don't know what happened. They thought that they could contest the tower, but as you saw, it wasn't perfect. Oh my goodness, I was just jumping away from Omen with my ult. That was bad. That was really, really bad. So Gilder is actually doing a good game here. I don't think that I rewarded him with this sort of thumbs up thing, but as you can see, he did good, like really good. Played with me all the time, supported me here when I needed him, and I got another kill. And because I got the revive item, I am back into the game. Now we do get some minion support. Gilder is still hanging around with me while Zill is going back. It's like guys, we have the game in our bag if we are continuing this. We just need to attack the core. I don't know what people are thinking at the end of the game. It's like, oh, we won nearly. We won nearly. Don't let them. Don't let us win. Let's just go back to base and restart the whole thing again. And let's take another 5 minutes, and afterwards we're losing the game. This is what this could be all about. So we won the game. We've got a nice triple kill. I think it was a decent performance. And I hope you guys have some impression how AMILY is actually working at the moment. I think Omen is not the best solo laner right now. Not this person, but the hero in general. But I think we did good. Second best result here. And here you can see that I tanked quite a lot. Fight participation was okay. But yeah, this is about it. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're going to check each other out in 2 days. And then I'm going to have another your gameplay, my review thing, and it's going to be good, really, really good, and quite entertaining. I am hoping that you guys will watch. See ya!